So
Mm.
I'm able to talk to those gentlemen or provide examples on Instagram or send voice memos to save them, to hear, I had a message from a gentleman. He said, you know, my my wife cheated, right? She cheated on me, she took my kid from me, and she's taking half my assets. And he was suicidal. But then I just commented something on his post, and he sent me like this long, heartfelt message. He said, "Man, you just saved me from doing something that my kids
Yeah.
would
Yeah.
have been scarred from." So from there, I said, I can't let this happen. I've been there where people have been pushed. I've had people very close to me tell me to, you know, take care of myself. And I'm not going to allow that to happen.
Um, but there is beauty in that the fact that like you were able to be there in the last moments, like that she did, like that she wasn't alone, right? Because she didn't call her sister, parents, or somebody. She called you, right? And so there's a reason for that, and I do think that's beautiful, and I think that's a reflection of your heart and just a reflection of where that relationship was at. And but to be intimately intertwined with it, um did you did you in those moments, like following afterwards, you talked about like the survivor's guilt and kind of having that PTSD, did that take you to initially like a dark place?
Yes. So I did have survivor's guilt. Like I could have done better. I could have said better things, or I should have stayed on the phone instead of hanging up the first time, right? There was survivor's guilt, PTSD, but at my old job that I worked at, I was behind the front desk and this gentleman walked in and I was talking with him, and turns out he was a pastor. And I was talking with him and I explained the story to him, and the doors to the office, the facility just opened. And he looked at me, and we looked at the door and we looked at each other, and he said, "Oh yeah, she's with you. Like she's watching you, but just know she trusted you for a reason."
Mm.
And eventually I realized, hey, even as a good friend, like there were times where I was sick and she would literally drive by going to work, drop off like some tea to me, drop off, everything. Like it was like unconditional, like love in a good way, like where it was healthy, you know. It taught me a lesson on what to look for, what to identify. You never know, but always make sure as a friend, you're not just checking up on surface level things.